Now that you have the opportunity to try some awesome, fun exercises and activities, we want to put it all together. If you're starting a new exercise program, check with your physician, physical therapist, or healthcare team before starting to ensure that it's safe. Try different activities that you like, most importantly, that you enjoy, because the consistency is more important than the quantity. Okay. Incorporate different types of exercises in your regimen. It doesn't always need to be the same thing every day. You don't eat the same thing every day. So I'm sure you don't want to exercise and do the same exercise every day. So change it up. Start slow. Increase gradually. Any activity is good. Start with 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. Give yourself a break. It's okay. Enjoy the process. Make exercise a habit. It's better to do it routinely in short bouts and consistent sessions than be the weekend warrior. Use strategies to increase your success. And most importantly, reward yourself. Enjoy the process. Because if you enjoy it, it doesn't feel like work. Thank you so much for your participation in all the exercises through this conference. I hope this encourages you and inspires you to start different routines or start exercising. Contact us if you have any questions, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much.
And we can begin. Ensuring that your feet are grounded either on the floor or on a block or a book. Bringing awareness to your sit bones. Lifting up from the chest. Lifting the crown of the head. Allow your eyes to soften. Your gaze to soften. Releasing the jaw. Allowing the tongue to feel heavy in the mouth. And bringing awareness to your breath. Without trying to change anything, just notice the air enter and leave the nostrils. Bringing awareness to any sounds in the distance. Any sounds in your space. Any sounds inside you. And if it feels safe to do so, I invite you to close your eyes now. And follow the breath as it travels in and out of the nose. See if you can send the breath all the way down to the belly. Notice as it travels all the way back up along the spine. Following the breath up and down the spine. Bringing awareness to the soles of the feet. Plant them down. Bring the crown of the head to the sky. And experience that energy traveling all the way from the top of the head down to the soles of the feet, and then back up. With every exhalation, dropping down into yourself. A little more. And then with awareness of this central column, the midline of the body, start circling as if you were circling around this line or pole. Keeping the feet flat on the ground. Taking the circles one way and then taking them the other way. Noticing any sensations. Breathing into any areas that feel a little sticky or sore. Coming back to center. We'll come into our cat-cow movement. So on an inhalation, we lift the heart, slide the hands to the hips and look up. As we exhale, we slide the hands to the knees and round the spine, bringing chin to chest. You can continue like this. Or if you wish, on an inhalation, lift the arms up into a cactus shape, lifting the heart, and then exhale as you bring the arms in front of you, interlace the fingers, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Inhale as you open the front of the body, exhale, feel that space between the vertebrae. Lovely, couple more times, either like this or continuing just sliding the hands up and down. Really noticing that lift of the chest, the expansion of the body. Excellent, coming back to seating. And then inhale as you lift the shoulders to the ears, exhale, sliding them back down. We'll do that a few more times, either like this, or perhaps bringing your hands to your shoulders. If you wish, you can lift your elbows up. Lots of options. Pick the one that's right for you today. Inhaling and exhaling back down. And then from here, we'll start to circle. So you can have your hands on your lap. You can have your hands at your shoulders. Or perhaps you want to extend your arms today. Making circles with the shoulders all the way forwards. And then see if you can do it the other way. So inhaling as you bring the shoulders back, up, and then round. Just like that. Bringing hands back to your lap. And then from here, inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Exhaling here. And then inhale and exhale as you reach all the way up, as if you were climbing a rope. Keep your hips grounding down, your feet planted down as you lift up from the waist. Inhaling and then exhaling. Lovely. Feeling that length in the spine here, that space in the torso. One more like that. And then inhale, both hands all the way up, looking up to the sky. And then cupping the hands as if you were holding the sun in your hands. Inhaling, feeling the radiance of the sun. And then exhale as you bring your palms together, bringing them through midline. Bringing that lovely warm energy of the sun into your body. Fantastic. From here, we'll start to move the neck. So you can take your hands under your seat, or you can keep your hands in your lap. Placing your hands under your bottom helps to stabilize the shoulders, to keep them away from the ears. So take your pick. And from here, we'll just begin to nod our head. Inhaling and exhaling. back to center, and then we'll shake our head no. So inhaling, exhale back to center. We'll do that a few times. How's your neck feeling today? Just notice without judging. Be an observer of what your body is doing today. Coming back to center. I'm going to place my hands under my seat now, but you can keep your hands on your lap if you wish. From here, we'll do some neck rolls. So inhaling, exhale as you bring your chin down to chest. And then inhaling, ear to shoulder. Exhale it down. We'll do that a few times either way. Move my hair out of the way. So we're making semicircles of the neck. And if you wish, you can change the angle of your chin. So perhaps pointing the chin down, lifting the chin up until you feel a juicy sensation in the side of your neck. Perhaps holding it and breathing into it for a couple of breaths. Or you can keep it dynamic, you can keep it moving. Exhaling back to center, and then inhale, lifting the head all the way back up to center. From here, we're going to do our wrist and ankle rolls. So as we did last week, if you did my class last week, we're going to take opposite hand and foot, and we're going to circle. So you can keep your foot on the floor for this, or you can lift that foot up. If you want an extra little bit of a challenge, perhaps extending your leg, or perhaps taking your leg out to the side. We're all in different bodies. We're all in different places of our health and wellness journey. So do what works for you today. Exhaling as you come back to center. Let's do that the other side. So rotating the wrist, rotating the ankle. Extending the leg if you wish, taking it out to the side if you wish. If you do that, you'll notice your core muscles have to work a little bit harder. Keep the chest lifted. So rotating one way and then the other. Lovely. Lubricating the ankle and wrist joints. Coming back to center. We'll come into our side body opener here. So exhale as you feel your feet, feel your sit bones. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale again. Inhale as you lean to the side, either with your hand on your rib cage, on your shoulder, or perhaps bringing your hand all the way up. The other hand is either on the seat, on your thigh, or for an extra challenge, if you have a seat or a table, you can place it out to the side a little bit. So inhaling, exhaling as you come back down. This is my imaginary chair, by the way. Inhaling, making sure that you're rotating the rib cage up to the sky. Exhale back to center. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling, so keep the hips grounded as you lift the heart. Exhale back down. Lovely. Just sitting there and notice the imprint of that asana, of the pose. Before coming onto the same pose on the other side. Beginning with an exhalation. And then inhaling. exhale. Inhale, exhaling, finding space in the side body. Exhale back to center. Wonderful. Come back to your breath. We're going to come into a twist. So when you're ready, you can bring your hands in front of you, palms facing up. Find that connection first with the ground, with your root, lifting up from the waist. From here, exhale, inhale, and exhale like this, as we've done before. Or perhaps you'd like to extend your arms out this time. So inhaling and exhaling. And you can turn to look at the back hand, or you can keep your head facing the front or to the side, whatever works for your neck. Lovely. And then next time, if your arms are extended, perhaps you might like to take a few breaths here. So you can place the other hand on the seat or perhaps on the top of the chair behind you. Inhaling and exhale. Breathing into the chest, the belly. Exhaling fully. Twists are wonderful for massaging the internal organs. Exhale and then take it the other way. Inhaling, making sure that you're supporting yourself with your hand either on the chair or behind you, or perhaps on your chair on the side. And then exhaling back to center. Good job. I'd like to come into a warrior pose today. So we're going to do a variation of warrior one pose, Virabhadrasana. So for this pose, please come to the edge of your seat, extending your right leg out in front, if you're able to do so, pointing the toes to the corner of the room, and ground down into both feet, into the sit bones. Exhaling here. And then inhale, find some length in the side waists. Lift your heart to the sky. Bringing hands to either hips, to Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, or perhaps bringing your arms all the way up to the sky. Extending the fingertips to the sky, palms facing each other. Breathing here. Another option, if you wish, is you can turn your chair a quarter turn. So one leg is facing to the front. And then coming into the lunge shape, making sure that that part of the chair is supporting your back. Ensuring that the hips are square. And then do the same from here. Hands either on the hips, to the heart, or inhaling as you lift the hands up. Again, as if you were holding the sun in between your hands. And you're feeling its radiance beaming into your body. Wonderful. So wherever you are now, exhaling as you release, coming back to seated. And we'll do that on the other side. So coming to the side of your chair, extending the leg out, toes facing to the corner of the room. Bringing awareness to the feet, to the sit bones. Exhaling, inhaling, feel the length in the side waists. Bringing hands to Anjali Mudra, or inhaling as you lift them up. Find that sun again, looking up at the sun in your hands. Staying there for 3 to 5 breaths. Or if you wanted, you could do the side turn like so. Grounding down into the feet, lifting up the belly, navel to spine. And then taking your hands to heart or all the way up. 3 to 5 breaths. Exhaling back down to center when you're ready. And finding neutral pose on the chair. Just noticing your breath now. Perhaps after that dynamic pose, you can feel your heart beating a little bit more. Bringing awareness back to breath. Bringing mindfulness to your body. Becoming present. Lovely. From here, we're going to come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Ensuring that your feet are grounded down either on the floor or on a couple of blocks. You can place a ball between the knees here. That can really help to engage these small muscles on the inside of the knee. Ensuring that you can feel all 4 corners of the feet pressing down. From here, exhale. Bring navel to spine on an inhalation, pressing down into the feet. As you bring your sternum, your chest bone forward. And then exhale back down. So your chair pose might look something like this. It might look like this with arms extending out. Or perhaps you can even hover your bottom off the seat. Ensuring that you're not sticking your bottom up to the sky. Bring the tailbone down towards the ground. So you have a long spine all the way from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Exhaling down. You'll really feel that in your thighs. So we'll do that 3 times, taking your option. And when you're ready, exhaling, coming all the way back down. Again, bringing awareness to your breath. Noticing what your heartbeat is doing now. And then finding some gratitude for your heart that beats so strongly, circulating life through you. Coming into our penultimate pose now, tree pose. Grounding down into the right foot, pressing the big toe down. Taking the left ankle and placing it over the right ankle, or perhaps bringing the left ankle all the way over the right knee. Or if you wish to do this pose in standing, ensure that you have adequate support. Grounding down, maybe taking a few bounces into the feet. Placing your ankle over the right ankle, perhaps the sole of the foot to the calf. And then you can add the hands if you wish, or maybe one hand. So coming to hands on hips, Anjali Mudra, or finding your branches. And you can do this with one hand. Wherever you are, as you breathe, tune into the midline of your body. As you press down into the feet, notice the corresponding upward lift. We root down to rise up. Exhaling as you release, shaking out the legs. We'll do the same on the other side. If you're standing, you can take a few bounces before bringing your right ankle over your left, perhaps sole of the foot to the calf. Broadening through the hips, lifting the heart. If you're in the chair, you can do the same. Grounding down as you lift up. Tuning into that inner column, the midline of your body. And then exhaling as you release. If you're standing, you might like to shake the legs out a little. And then please find your way back to your seat. We'll come into a pranayama now, a breathing technique. Ensure that your back is supported, perhaps place a cushion behind your back. And you can take a pillow onto your lap. Bringing your hands to Dhyana Mudra, meditation mudra. So you can place your left hand on your lap and your right hand in your left hand, making a bowl shape. And the big, not the big toe, the thumb tips can touch. And then from here, close your eyes if you wish. Bringing awareness to breath. Breathing in for a count of 4. See if you can lengthen the exhalation to a count of 6 or perhaps 8. These are just numbers, so perhaps you're breathing in for 3. Breathing out for 6. The exhalation is lengthened to bring our parasympathetic nervous system back into play, our rest and digest mode. With every inhale, lifting the heart. With every exhalation, sinking down, softening, letting go. A few more breaths like this. We'll come into a forward fold. If you have a bolster or a couple of pillows, you might like to place them on your lap now. Taking your forearms on top, perhaps placing one fist on top of another to make a little pillow for your head to rest. So coming forwards, in whatever way works for you, use any pillows or props that you have at home. ensuring that you feel supported. And then from here, soften the face. Melting any tension in the neck and shoulders. Soften the belly and chest. Bringing your awareness to your entire body, the shape of the body, the weight of the body, inhabiting your entire body, every cell of your being. Life living through you. The truest expression of you. Finish your next exhalation. On an inhale, slowly come back up. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your practice with me.